channel. Today we're going to be looking at the earnings for Airbnb. Airbnb beats top and bottom on its Q2 earnings, but the stock is trending down. Why is the stock trending down? It's because of the Q3 guidance. The guidance they gave wasn't that robust enough for investors. Airbnb will be doing 2 billion buyback. They actually performed well. They have 6 million active listings. The revenue is 58% year over year. The stock is down for about 5% today due to the guidance because they beat both top and bottom. It's trading around $110 for now. Let's have a look at more details on the earnings and also technical chart for the price action. Let's have a look. Airbnb actual revenue is 2.1 billion, while the estimate by analysts is actually 2.1 billion. So it actually matched the estimate by the analyst. The adjusted EPS is 0.56 cents, while the estimate by the analyst is actually 0.51 cents. So it beat the EPS. The key thing is that they're going to do 2 billion buyback. We've seen so many companies in this quarter saying they're going to do buyback. Why are they all doing buyback? Buyback is actually a way of putting money back into investors. Most of these companies are not paying dividend, however, but why buyback? For me, I'm thinking it might have to do with the valuation. A lot of stocks prices are actually down. Equities that are very well priced this season because we're still in bear market. So it's actually a good time for companies to do buyback. That means they're buying their own stock very cheaper. Let's have a look at the details of the earnings and technical chart for price action. Let's have a look. Here is the earnings detail for Airbnb. Airbnb stock slumped despite record-breaking bookings. Revenue jumped 58% year over year to 2.1 billion, helping to drive the company's most profitable second quarter to date. Airbnb reported net income of 379 million, up from a loss of 68 million in the year ago. The company also announced 2 billion stock buyback program. Airbnb beat Wall Street estimates for earnings and posted revenue that was in line with estimates for the second quarter. The company also announced 2 billion share buyback program. Shares were down about 9% after hours, despite what appeared to be a strong report, suggesting Wall Street was looking for faster growth and a revenue beat. The company also said it was impacted by flight cancellation at the end of the quarter. Here are the key numbers. Earnings per share 0.56 cents versus 0.43 expected by analysts, according to Refinitiv. Revenue 2.10 billion versus 2.11 billion expected by analysts, according to Refinitiv. Airbnb, like Uber, benefited from an increase in consumer spending on activities as opposed to goods. Revenue jumped 58% year over year to 2.1 billion, helping to drive the company's most profitable second quarter to date. Still, that growth was slower than it was last quarter when revenue soared 70% over the first quarter of 2020. Airbnb reported net income of 379 million, up from a loss of 68 million in a year ago quarter. The company said it tightened spending at the height of the pandemic, um, which helped make it leaner and more focused, and that is adapted its business as travel. The company said it tightened spending at the height of the pandemic, which helped make it leaner and more focused, and that it adapted its business as travel continues to change, but it wasn't entirely immune from a surge in canceled flights. We did see some elevated cancellation in the back of the quarter relative to our forecast. MBNB CFO Dave Stephenson said on a call with investors, we believe that some of the elevated cancellation were related to flight cancellation around the world, but it was mostly in North America towards the end of the second quarter. MBNB anticipated record revenue during the third quarter, despite headwinds from foreign exchange fluctuation, specifically the weakening euro versus the dollar. It guided third quarter revenue to land between 2.78 billion and 2.88 billion, ahead of street account 2.77 billion estimate. The company said it broke a single day revenue record on July 4, which it says signal a strong summer season ahead. Airbnb free cash flow declined quarter over quarter, which could be one of the reasons shares are in red. Here is the technical chart for Airbnb. Let's go straight to a weekly chart so we can get access to a lot of fundamental information. Airbnb is still relatively new. As you can see, there's not a lot of history. The market capitalization is 75.97 billion. Shares in float is 370.8 million. Shares outstanding is 648.7 million. EPS rating is 70. 5 years PE is 47 to 165. Return on equity not applicable. Cash flow is in negative. These are the past and the estimate for 2022 and 2023. Airbnb is currently trading at $117. It added plus $6 on Friday. 52 weeks high and 52 weeks low is 212 and $86. It is trading minus 44.9% off 52 weeks high. Let's have a look at the owners. Owners funds own 43%, bank 0, insurance 0. Checklist for super investors. Peter Lynch, this is their checklist. It's 2 out of 8. Warren Buffett is 1 out of 16, would not match at all. Benjamin Graham's 3 out of 13. Let's have a look at technical information here. It is trading slightly above 10 weeks moving average, but below 40 weeks moving average. It's currently trading 117, so it's above this moving average. This is where we are. This is the 10 weeks moving average, and this is 40 weeks moving average. But let's go on a daily chart so we can see more of a candlestick. Okay, here we can technically just say that it is trading downward. It is obvious, and here you can just draw the other one here, and as you can see here there's a level of support turn resistance here, so it has broken this level higher, so it is trading here, but it looks like we're on a bullish move now because it's trading above 15-day moving average. 15-day moving average and above 50-day moving average, but below 200-day moving average. So, we're still in bear market. We're not sure if we are bottom yet. So, every other stock, we just assume that we're still in bear market until when we are certain that we are out of bear market. In the technical chart, you have seen the price action and the details of the earnings. Please do not just add Airbnb to your portfolio because you watch this video. You need to do your analysis. Make sure you do the right analysis and check if Airbnb is good for your portfolio. Not every stock needs to be in your investment portfolio. Thank you for watching this channel. Thank you for liking our videos. We continue to produce content that will support your investment journey. Please call again.